Lads, and welcome back to another edition of the Geekstation with me, Mr. Sinn Sinny, and today we are taking a look at Castle Story. Now, I'm doing this all post-commentary, so the person that is playing is past Sin, and I am, I suppose, present Sin, maybe future Sin. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Anyway, this is an early access, another alpha game. It's kind of like a crafting, base building RTS strategy game. It's another really cute game, which is why I love it so much. And as you can see, you spawn in this world, which is another voxel-based world. So, well, I say voxel-based. It's not like you can take chunks of the ground out. It's like when you knock down the trees, for example, they break into 3 or 4 pieces. You can go into the mines to mine your stone, and yeah, they're just, I don't know, there seems to be a run of these games at the moment, and I just absolutely love them. I love the creation aspect of them, and also because I just like creating. But also the flip side of that is with a game like this as well, you get to control little dudes. They just look so awesome. I mean, look at them. Anyway, moving on. So, what's the objective of Castle Story? Well, at the moment, there are 2 modes. There's survival and sandbox. Now, I'm in this video only showing you the survival mode, just because I think it gives you an objective in the game. Sandbox is brilliant if you just like creating, but as I say, while I do enjoy that aspect of the game, I also like to have an objective, which is why, you know, when I play games like Minecraft, for example, I like to set myself a goal rather than just going and playing Minecraft, because you have to set yourself a goal. And this is what the survival mode in Castle Story gives you. So basically, every 10-15 minutes or so, you're going to be attacked by a wave of mobs. The mobs aren't particularly difficult. You can increase the difficulty setting if you like, but then I think actually it just gets a little bit too difficult, just simply because the AI in this game, at the moment, isn't great. They are planning on patching it in the next patch, which should be forthcoming. Apparently it's out with their testers, so hopefully it'll be soon. And when they do release a patch, or when they release some more substantial content into the game, I will revisit it exactly the same as I will with Stoneheart. So anyway, so the object of the game basically is to build a castle to defend your crystal. This is your crystal in the middle. That's that blue thing that my little knight is guarding there. And you build your castle by collecting and gathering resources in the world. So obviously you can see my guys there, they're harvesting some lumber from the trees, and then he's placing them down around. They're kind of the foundations of my tower that I'm going to build up around this crystal. And you can see my other guys, they're off mining in this mine just off the camera to the right. There you go, you can see it in the top right corner there. And they're bringing back all the stone that they're mining, and then it's being turned into blocks, which is being kept on these stockpiles. That's what these square things are on the ground that this little guy is very dutifully building for me. Their stockpiles are where you keep all your resources. That and alongside barrels as well. Barrels, which I think I might build in this video. They're used to store orange crystal, which you get from mines as well, which you can use to build things like fires and lights, and basically just make your things look pretty. And it does look very pretty, very, very pretty indeed. I do love the graphic style in this game. It just appeals to kind of my cute factor, if you like, I suppose. So anyway, the building, as you can see, you have a selection of blocks that you can build from. These are the most basic types, and you get kind of like this blue schematic outline. There's the selection of blocks just there. And with that, you just place down your blocks, and the game queues it up. And then you assign your Brictrons as workers just by clicking on the kind of the building that you're creating, and then they'll automatically just get to work. They'll go and take the resources as they're available from the stockpiles, because as you can see, you don't get bricks every time someone goes to the mine. They have to go to the mine 4 or 5 times, bring it back, and then it gets put in the stockpile, and then eventually, I think actually if you look in this stockpile just in the top right, the one that Clyde has just walked past, I think this guy is going to deposit some in there. There you go. And it then turns it into bricks, and then the guys will then go and collect the bricks, and they'll go and place it. Now, one quite cool thing is that the guys can't carry bricks very high because, you know, they're heavy bricks. Look, I mean, they're carrying them on their backs. So what you have to do is you have to kind of build steps. So that's what I've kind of started doing in the corner there. Started building the steps that will lead up the tower. And obviously, eventually, what I'm hoping to have in this tower is I'll have some archers at the top, and they can shoot down at the mobs. Because the mobs' objective when they do spawn, and obviously in the top left corner there, they'll spawn in about 5 minutes' time, in game, obviously. They will try and attack the crystal. That's their objective, is to try and destroy your crystal. If they can't attack the crystal because it's so well defended or blocked off because you've built an awesome castle around it, they'll attack your mobs. But obviously, your mobs, they'll attack your guys. But obviously you need your guys because you need them to build your castle, and while you can respawn them, it does take a very long time to gather the necessary energy, which is what you need to spawn them from your crystal. So obviously it's worthwhile to build both a defensible and obviously, you know, strategically tactical castle. At least that's the idea. Now, obviously, because this game is still in alpha, and it's very disappointing because, very much like Stonehearth, the game has so much potential. I want to play the game now, and unfortunately, the AI, the pathfinding is particularly poor at the moment, and not just that, they tend to do very much like the Stonehearth guys did, which is sometimes they'll just stop working for no reason. I think we may see a little bit of that. Actually, just to point out, I just remember this bit. The guy, the little Bricktron holding the brick, is just standing next to the archway there, just below the green cursor there. He is actually stuck. I've actually stuck him in there. There's no way that he can get out now because I built this pillar just behind him. So what I actually have to do is I have to get him to destroy it in order to get out. Yeah, but sometimes the AI does get a bit stuck and it's very frustrating. And other than that, because you have this not finished yet AI, and you also have some very limited features, you can pretty much only build towers. I say that, some people have obviously, it amazes me, the people out there, that they have such creative minds. They have created some awesome creations, and I would highly recommend going on to the Castle Story forums. I'll link them in the description below, obviously along with a link to the main game's website as well. If you're interested in supporting the game, obviously go out and purchase it. The money, you know, will go to the developers. It will help them create a better game. So if this hooks you, then by all means go out and support it. But as I say, at the moment you can play for a couple of hours and then you just run out of things to do, and you start to get very frustrated with the AI, the fact that it just stops, the fact that they just stop doing what you want them to do. It gets very, very frustrating. So while I highly recommend this game, if you're not someone that likes to play almost finished games, or not finished games, or alpha games is in this case, don't go and get it. But if you do like a bit of fun and you like a little bit of cuteness in your life, then by all means go out and get this, because it is amazing. Here's a little dude, here's a little mob that my little knight is going to go and kill, and very easily knocks him down. So there you go. Anyway, I'm Mr. Sinn Sinny. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been another edition of the Geekstation's First Look, and this has been my first look at Castle Story. I hope you like it as much as I do, and if you do, as I say, go out and support the developers. Until next time though, adios amigos.